This video is intended for adult collectors or adults who want a nostalgia fix, not for kids. Although children may appear in this video, they are in it for review purposes only. If you are a child, please make sure to get your parents' permission before watching and make them watch it with you.
¿Qué onda? This is Hector Canales bringing you a quick retro unboxing review of 2001's The Simpsons Toys R Us exclusive Christmas Special by Playmates. The front of the packaging is fantastic with a great view of the figures, and in case you didn't know who the Simpsons were, it has their names right on it. You've got this fantastic graphics. You actually have all these fantastic graphics of the Simpsons all over the packaging. This is full of joy. On the back, you've got more graphics, more Simpsons, and all the figures from this series at this point that you can collect, plus the figures that work with this playset. So get your figures, get them ready, clean them up, because we're about to unbox and play. This playset is loosely based on the 1989 Christmas special of The Simpsons, which was called Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, which was also episode 8, but because of some mishaps on other animated episodes being kind of pushed to the side, this actually ended up being the very first episode of The Simpsons that ever aired. Even on the prototype image on the box, you see Homer saying one of the lines from that episode.
Christmas is canceled. No presents for anyone.
Before we unbox it, I did want to try this little button on the side, but the batteries, well, this is from 2001, so they're 19 years old. Let's just hope they didn't leak. All the figures are like tied with wire in there. This is going to be a little tough to take out. Hey, it's got the instructions. Let's look at the instructions. Look at that. That looks sweet. Oh, and it shows a list of the figures that also work in this quote-unquote environment. We're going to need that in just a bit. Anything on the back? No? Okay. I'm really hoping not to damage the box in any way because I want to... I wanted to put this whole package back in there just the way I found it and preserve it for 19 more years. But looks like we're gonna have to really tear into this.
I love Christmas so much. You will not be getting a tattoo for Christmas. There's only one fat guy that brings his presents.
So it's set on demo. We can turn it off. And now we go put it on display. And when there's no one on it, that's the sound it makes. Alright, let's screw it back on. Let's add on the back, which is... This is nice that they have already put the stickers on it, because I know I would have probably messed up. They messed up a little right here. But that's fine. Nice closer look here. Grandpa Simpson. Marge's sisters. Just literally like a shell type of thing, but it is pretty hard. It's not like flimsy or anything. It's nice and tough. It'll take a beating. Oh, and there's the birdhouse from when Homer went and got the family a Christmas tree, and it was actually someone from someone's backyard. I wonder if once I put them in, click this in, would I be able to take it back out? There we go. There. So we got their environment. Now it's time to let the family out so we can play. Alright, so that was a false start. Let's start off with Marge, Homer, Lisa, Maggie with Santa's Little Helper, and the star of the show, or who was the star of the show at the time, Bart. Here's the whole family. They look fantastic. I used to collect so many of these. I actually had almost all the environments, and at a certain point I had to stop collecting because they were just making way too many. They look so cool, and this is why I started collecting them. Not just because I was a huge fan of The Simpsons, but because look at this, they look really great. One of the things that we do here on Retro Review is we smell the figures, because there's nothing like smelling old vintage figures. That awesome smell when you would open them up on Christmas morning. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna grab all of them and smell them all together. Okay, so they didn't have that big old Christmas smell, but it's all right. Maybe the piano. No, it's okay. Let's get to the review of the figures. But before all that, let's check out their articulation. Bart has articulation at the head, arms, waist. Marge has articulation at the head, arms, waist. Homer has articulation at the head, arms, waist. Lisa, head, arms, and legs. And now Maggie. This is kind of like a PVC figure. This doesn't have articulation anywhere. I'm going to review each figure individually, ending with trying them out on the environment. So let's start off with Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson is essentially the single-carded figure that they sold. Except for that Christmas hat. The hat is not removable. I tried for a bit. No, it doesn't come off, but it's fine. They sold many Barts, many Lisas, many Marges, many Homers, and not that many Maggies. Likeness is very good. He's shown to be wearing a blue shirt with green shorts on the prototype image. One of the drawbacks on these figures are those legs. They're just molded together.
It's craptacular. Dear Santa, I promise not to do anything bad between now and when I wake up. PS Brutal Buster 3000! There's only one fat guy that brings us presents.
So it seems like he has really only 4 phrases. On to the next. On the packaging, Lisa is shown wearing a red coat. But this coat right here is more like the one that she wore for the Christmas special. Her hair looks really nice and pretty. The face, the likeness is really nice. And if you look underneath, she's got her teeth and tongue detail right there. That's really nice. Nicely detailed. It doesn't need that much detail, but the detail that they did give it makes it so much better. Let's try her out.
This year's tree is just perfect. Bart got a present early, then I should get a present early. But I really want a pony.
So it seems that Lisa only gets 3 phrases. Now let's look at Maggie and Santa's Little Helper. Again, it's just one piece, no articulation. But the likeness of Maggie is really nice. The likeness of Santa's Little Helper is also really nice. That's really nice. That looks pretty cute. Now let's hear what they both have to say. That seems to be it. Now on to the next. And here's Marge. She looks great. Blue weird hair. Those red pearls. And these amazing ankles. At the base there's an odd there, but it's for the chip. As she needed those huge cankles for the chip again. Oh, and this is really nice. How she can have both hands together as if she's clapping. Carry Maggie. Now let's listen to what she has to say.
Kids, wanna go Christmas shopping? Hey kids, I made your favorite cookies. You will not be getting a tattoo for Christmas. For once, we're gonna celebrate Christmas as a family.
And it sounds like she also gets only 4 phrases. Alright, on to the last but not least. And here is Homer Simpson in his Santa Claus outfit. They made several versions of the family members, but to me this is one of the best ones. This looks really nice. Look at that likeness on his face. These were such good figures, great scopes, great coloring, a little thick on the hair, but still these figures were really great. Looks like his hand, he can hold something, but it didn't come with any extra accessories except for the piano. Now let's listen to what Homer has to say.
Christmas is canceled. No present for anyone. I love Christmas so much. Spill it, Marge. Where have you been hiding the Christmas money? Lisa, where's Christmas?
Homer also got only 4 phrases. Sounds like Lisa's the only one that got shortchanged with 3 phrases. Unless maybe...
Bart got a present early, then I should get a present early. But I really want a pony.
yeah, she only got 3 phrases. Now, each one of these magnetic things on the floor here, it doesn't matter where you put them.
This year's tree is just perfect.
They're gonna say
But
the
I
same
really
thing.
want a pony.
They say the phrases at random. They don't like speak to each other. They just say those random phrases.
Just perfect.
Lisa, where's Christmas?
I guess for that time he did actually speak to Lisa.
But I really want a pony. This year's tree is just perfect.
Sometimes
But I really want a pony.
sometimes they start talking whenever they want to talk. This set is really cute. It's really nice. No one's like choking anybody.
This year's tree is just perfect.
Okay, let's take you off. I really enjoyed this set. It's such a great set, especially it's immortalizing the very first episode that aired of The Simpsons. And if you're not having a Christmas tree, have yourself a Simpson Christmas playset. Let's check out the other figures that work on this diorama, that talk on this diorama. You have Christmas Homer, Christmas Marge, Christmas Bart, Christmas Lisa, Maggie on Santa's Little Helper. Those are all the figures that came with this set. So let's see what other figures work on here. Homer, Bart, Marge, Lisa, Sunday Best Bart, Pin Pal Homer, Camp Krusty Bart, Sunday Best Homer, Radioactive Homer, Casual Homer, Bartman, Mascot Homer, Boxing Homer, 8-inch Homer, Officer Marge, Moo Moo Homer. Okay, so none of the other figures. Unfortunately, this diorama only works with these 5 characters. I tried with Marge's sisters, I tried with Grandpa, I tried with Barney, I tried with Krusty, I tried with Mr. Burns, I tried it with several other characters, but it just doesn't work. It's only these 5 characters. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching. From my family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Without a doubt, the worst internet episode ever.